Afternoon out there. It's Dirty Trucking. It's currently 2:44 p.m. About to get my day started. A light day. Like I said, I work so much I don't get my proper rest. Still getting over this cold. Got a call this morning. I woken up to a call from the detective that's been assigned to the case. The individual brandishing her gun and her daughter throwing the rock or brick or whatever the fuck that was at the vehicle. So he's asking me, do I want to proceed with the case, taking him to court? What can we get him on? Because he asked me, did she point the gun at me? She didn't point the gun at me, but she stood at the door, raised her shirt up, put her hand on the gun. She had her finger on the trigger, and like she was daring me to do something. And after our conversation, then I drove off. It was her daughter that made the dumb mistake to pick up something to throw it at the car, and she better thank God that she didn't bust a window out on this goddamn vehicle. Like I said, this is a Hertz rental car. You motherfuckers out here with guns and shit. She started the argument. There was nothing for her to be opening her mouth about. And then she started talking at me like she's trying to tell me when I could talk and not talk. I don't know what her daughter went in that store and told that woman. When she got back in the car, she escalated the whole matter. And she just, everything you said to her, she got louder and louder and louder and louder. The whole incident was uncalled for. So, I'm on the scratches that were right here. Thank God came out when I took the car to get it washed. But is this what she did when she hit the door? It's minor, but it's damage. Now this I can fix. It's minor, but it's damage. She barely missed this window. She could have hit the window and busted the window out. But that's the damage she did to the car. And I'm tired of these people getting in a fit of rage. She went into a fit of rage for no damn reason. And when I backed up to ask her, why are you acting that way? I heard her daughter say, she coming back. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. You always in the car acting like y'all was motherfucking wild animals. I'm asking, why are you acting this way? Why are you saying all this stuff? Then she was in the car talking about, when she had her hand on the gun. I said, oh, you gonna shoot me? What you got the gun for? She telling me I was being disrespectful. So you pulled your shirt up and exposed your gun. You standing there with your finger on the trigger because you talking about I was being disrespectful. How was I being disrespectful? So the detective woke me up and he asked me the questions. Did she pull the gun on me? Because she pointed it at me. It said the words that she's going to kill me. Then they can get her on a more serious. Right now it could be a misdemeanor if we go to court. They would need an estimate of the damages to the car, which is going to cost me more problems trying to take her to court. She needs to go to court for what she did. But the problems that's going to rise from court, I'm already struggling barely making my rent. Now, done damage to the car. This is a rental car. I'll have to take it to get an estimate. They do that to get an estimate to get it to the officer. And then I don't know what Hertz procedure would be after that, but I can't be without a vehicle. So the damage is minor. I could actually fix this, or it's a quick fix, but it was because of her stupidity. And now he's just requested the video from Uber, told him look at the video and advise me, because right now, because of what she did, she needs to go to court. But then you start having sympathy for the idiots. The neighborhood I picked her up in ain't that great. But that don't excuse her behavior. It don't excuse the fact that now I know you had a gun in this car, and at any time because of your behavior, you could have shot me in the back of the head, or your daughter could have jumped on me. the way y'all was behaving. So the damage is minor. What y'all think? Take it to court? It's minor. It was a bunch of scratches right here. Thank God it came out when the car got washed. So this is the damage head right here. She stood right here. She's right here at the door. Had her hand on her waist. She had pulled her shirt up, put her hand on her gun, and her finger on the trigger while I was sitting right there trying to have an intelligent conversation with this woman to calm down her behavior. Why are you doing this? Because you still, now you're in your neighborhood, you done got out of the car, you're in your neighborhood acting all crazy. So, that's my dilemma now. He's asking me, do you want to proceed with this? Now, had this individual been that one that Uber said that I inappropriately touched him and was talking sexual, and I was off my job for a week, oh hell yeah, proceed. She really didn't cost me any money that day. I wasn't down. She didn't damage the car to where it's not drivable and I can't pick up passengers. But it's still damage. I don't like riding people around and cars is looking fucked up. And she fucked the door up. It could be fixed. It's minor. But it's the point that you pulled the gun. You thought it was pulling it mean, pull it out, point it. It's the point that she raised her shirt up, exposed her gun to where I saw it, and she had a finger on the trigger, beckoning me to do something. Both of them. Then when the girl threw the brick, she's like, get out of here. And she threw the brick and it hit the car. Whatever it was, brick or rock. So, she can go to court for this. I can't get into court for damages. But the damages I could fix. But the mother needs to be in front of a judge. Both of them really needs to be in front of a judge because of their behavior. I don't know if she's licensed to have that gun. What kind of license she had? Is it concealed carry or open carry? Which one you have? But the point that when she exposed that gun, and I realized she had it on her the whole time she was in the car, I was in danger in this car the whole time. And then her conversation with her daughter back there, when she went to saying, I see why all this stuff is happening to these Uber drivers. You remember when you had that problem with a driver? No, yeah, if you had a problem with a driver because of both of y'all behavior right now, I believe it was both of you all. So, the officer is requesting the video. I told him to take a look at the video. I'm going to check my camera for my footage to see what I got. I'm hoping I didn't swipe it out and my phone actually picked her up at the door with the gun and everything they were saying. If not, my camera should have it. You kind of start feeling for these individuals. You did something stupid. Now, and the officer was talking at me like, well, she really didn't say she gonna kill you and she didn't point the gun at you. But the facts remains. Let's get to the facts. Let's put the facts out there. Had that been me, and the officer was around, and I raised my shirt up, and they saw a gun, do you think I'll still be living to make this video? No. I don't take exposing your gun lightly. I don't take you showing your gun to somebody lightly because of an incident you blew out of proportion. And I don't like individuals that seem to don't want nobody to get their point across. You can't talk to them. You can't explain nothing to them without them getting louder and louder and louder, trying to make it look like it's you when it was her. So, I don't know how this is going to turn out, or if we're going to go to court or what. But the damage, I can fix myself because it is really minor. And thank God the scratches came out, because I would have to take the car to Hertz, tell Hertz what happened, get the estimate for the officer, and then I don't know what that's going to do with me. And right now, with my financial situation, I'm already in pretty much a hardship. I just got the rent paid. I don't have money stacked to just go around and just, me being a criminal justice major, yeah, this is an incident where it needs to be before the court. But I got to look at my situation, what it's going to do to me. If I take it to court, am I going to be working? Am I going to have a car? What? I'm going to be sitting at home and not have no money? What? See, that's the dilemma. That girl knew what she was doing when she threw that. She knew what that damage would cause. She knew what she was doing. You don't just go around damaging, throwing shit at people's cars and damaging it. Think you're going to get away with that goddamn shit. You don't pull your gun. Raising your shirt to me is pulling your gun to me. I see your gun. You got your hand on your trigger. You got the finger on your trigger. I'm looking at you with the finger on your trigger. I mean, what would it took for her to just go ahead and pull it out and shoot me? I'm back there trying to reason with a fool with a gun. Everybody don't need a gun. And she proved it right then. You exposed your gun because you was in here arguing and then wrote a report to Uber that I was arguing with you. And now what Uber do? See, and this one I don't like. Uber's response to me reporting this and what she put in, Uber put that message on my account now. So now every time I try to go online, I got to see that message that your account is at risk because you had one or more riders say you made them feel uncomfortable. This bitch had a gun. And that was Uber's response to the situation I just went through. And then when I notified Uber, I just got a call from the detective asking if I want to proceed with court and all this. What did Uber do? All of a sudden, they sent a quick message. We can't give you legal advice. By all means, that message was not to be accusatory. That is accusatory. What else could it be? You accused me because of a rider. Now because the police called and it can go to court. And I told them, I said, well, maybe you need to go to court. And so I can tell the judge that because this happened to me, Uber put my account at risk for deactivation because of something she did. So what would you do? I mean, the damage minor. I'll let you look at it again. I'm going to get out of here. It's minor. Thank God the scratches came off. But it was the fact that she put me through, which in anybody would say a frightening ordeal. It was scary. I wasn't scared of her because she's standing there the whole time at the door with her hand on the gun. I'm not scared of you. You ain't that bad. You mouthy, but you ain't bad. But to pull your shirt up, don't you ever pull your shirt up and expose a gun on somebody for absolutely no damn reason. You would be in court going to jail. You shot somebody because of what? What you in for? Arguing. Don't this sound stupid? I could have lost my life that day. I could have lost my life that day. In the car and outside the car. And Uber had the nerve to send a message that my account is at risk of deactivation. And then after I tell them the police is talking about we can get this in court. We can't give you legal advice. And by the way, the message we sent by all means was not to be accusatory. We just letting you know that a rider complained. Oh no, that's accusatory. Don't try to clean it up now. So this, like I said, this is what she did. It's minor. She fucked up on New Year doing this. And it can get fucked up even worse if we go to court. So you better think before you react. That all that anger and wild shit y'all do just because you getting angry and you think ain't nobody hearing you. You want to get a point across, or you don't tell nobody to stop talking. You in somebody else's car. She got in the car and asked me was there a problem. I went to explain and she went into her rant. And then her daughter added her 2 cents into it. And the whole ride back to her goddamn house was just horrible. Yelling, a lot of yelling from her ass. Both of them back there talking. Then when he went into the conversation about what happened to Uber drivers, oh, now you're talking about the dangers we in. Bitch, what you doing back there put me in danger. And she had the gun on her the whole time. I could have got shot in the back of the head. They could have been responding to a dead Uber driver on Crane. I don't take this shit lightly. Ain't nothing to joke about. It wasn't funny. It wasn't cute. And if she went in the house talking about she was, yeah, we was bad. I threw a brick in that bitch car. And I showed my gun, let her know. No, bitch. Don't you ever do that fucking shit again. Because I'm telling you, you're going to come up on somebody. It ain't going to go down that same way. You better watch what you do. Everybody don't need a gun. That bitch don't need a motherfucking goddamn gun. This dirty trucker, I'm out.